Good morning, Sun Devils. How are we today? Happy Tuesday morning. We are about 4 days out from our Sun Devils playing in Lubbock on an FS1 Classic, midday 12:30. This is our first midday game. I can't believe it. We're finally here. We're in the midst of a college football slate because let's be real here. Big noon Saturday, we got to share the spotlight with Oklahoma State versus Utah. So 2 Big 12 matchups with so much context. We're here to cover it all. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone started their week off amazing. We are here because we love the energy of this team right now. And after the presser from yesterday from Kenny Dillingham, I'm pretty ecstatic to see what we can do because it is going to be a historic day. The reason why I say it's going to be a historic day is because this will be our first Big 12 game. You're hearing that right. First ever Big 12 game. There is never going to be another first like this. I am so excited to see what we can do and, more importantly, how this team will respond. So, basically, we're going to be talking about how Sam Leavitt is pretty much catered to how Kenny Dillingham's tenure will go. And we'll also go over some key pieces that'll be added to the roster on Saturday, which I feel like will have a huge impact. So, going back to the presser from yesterday, Kenny Dillingham mentioned that Sam Leavitt is basically his quarterback. For the next 4 years, Sam Leavitt will ultimately be transitive to how successful Kenny Dillingham is. And there was a lot of praise to his competitiveness, his moxie. It was that sense of style where your coach really had your back and was commemorating you for holding that team together. And that style right there needs to resonate with the team for the rest of the season because we're all going to go behind how far Sam Leavitt can take us. You know, we saw on Thursday that running game is a running game. That may be our identity, but it's not the end-all be-all. You have to be multidimensional in this game. Otherwise, college football teams will take advantage of you. They make adjustments and they'll capitalize on your mistakes. So when we're talking about production right now, I'm very excited to see how this translates for the rest of the year in terms of Sam Leavitt's production, how he gets better in his decision-making, and most importantly, his confidence in his abilities to either run play action, to deliver a good pass, stay and move in the chains, or to make the right kind of protection adjustments or audibles needed when he reads coverages from the defense. So key additions coming into our Saturday game in Lubbock, they're huge ones. Jordan Crook and Prince Dorbah. Jordan Crook is more of our pass coverage linebacker, so I'm really excited to see how he does, especially since Kenny Dillingham mentioned that they could have used his talents against Texas State because in reality, yeah, it's true. Our linebackers were chasing a lot of receivers and tight ends because Jordan McLeod was hitting those 5-yard curl routes, those manageables. So they were putting themselves in a position to succeed on short conversions within the third down. So we saw a lot of Cyrus Fiasu chasing after some linebackers, a lot of Keyshawn Elliott chasing after some receivers, and that's what translated to Keyshawn Elliott leading the team in 14 tackles last Thursday because he was responsible for chasing those guys. And, of course, we got Caleb McCullough coming back from another year with ASU, and he's definitely proven himself as a developed linebacker, a very key piece to our linebacker room. And I think he's going to be our linebacker 4 once Jordan Crooks gets back, but I'm okay with it. You know, I love how our front 7 has been playing, and not only to mention our front 7, but the best player on the front 7, Prince Dorbah, is back. Prince Dorbah is your classic 4-3 edge. He is a dominant D-end and / pass rusher who pretty much instills fear in any tackle in college football. Last year, he was undoubtedly our best player on the field. This year, he joins a defense that is very, very talented. I think it was really cool just to see how developed Elijah O'Neal became, and now that he's going to be a rotational DN3, pass rusher 3, I love this because it's just going to keep everyone fresh, and I cannot wait to see how Prince Dorbah and Clayton Smith seal the edge, contain the run on the outside, and then, of course, we got CJ Fight and Jeff Clark running in with great gap integrity. They've been every piece of this front seven has been sound on the run. I am very impressed. Even when it took us playing some very talented running backs, they have been sound. They have communicated well, and I'm very excited to see what we can do against a very, very talented Tahj Brooks. But we'll go into our AMA segment real quick. All right, on today's AMA segment, we have a good comment from TMGel1. He says, "Welcome to the Big 12. Now the real challenge starts with extremely loud stadiums. This isn't the Pac-12. Ooh, a little shot at the Pac-12. Even Cam Ward said, hey, those Pac-12 stadiums are legit. He was like, when I was in Gainesville in the swamp, it was nothing like playing in the Coliseum or playing in Oregon in Autzen Stadium. It was nothing like those teams. Okay. Now that I brought up a little second opinion from an actual quarterback who played in these stadiums, I will provide some context to this because he's going somewhere. He's got some direction somewhere. So the context is this. This isn't the Pac-12 anymore. This is the Big 12. You are correct, sir. The Big 12 caters to football. These college towns bleed football. Very loyal fans. I cannot wait to see what kind of environment we go into. But the reality is this. We have never gone into any of these Texas schools and done anything. We've tried to play some of these schools through non-conference or out-of-conference games as we went to Stillwater back-to-back years. But, hey, that had no volume to our conference record. The implications were pretty much it was early season, and we competed in those games. Sometimes in Stillwater we did get ran over a little bit, but here we are now that we are a Big 12 team. So the point of the matter is he's got some direction there, okay? We're going to Lubbock, Texas, and even Coach Kenny Dillingham has never coached a game in Lubbock. This is going to be a first for our Big 12 entrance into the conference, and a first for playing a formidable opponent that is very hungry. They lost to Wazoo 37-16. Then they dominated against North Texas once they got their star running back with Tahj Brooks. Once he got healthier, they won 66-21. Look, this team wants to make noise because the Big 12 is wide open right now. Every team believes they have a shot to make a run. And even if you had a bad out-of-conference record or didn't do so well the first 3 weeks, that doesn't defer the fact that you can still make a run in the Big 12. You just have to have great conference play. So, yeah, he has definitely got some direction there. I am very excited to see how this team responds to the adversity in playing in a first Big 12 game. But, again, what is the volume in this W? Well, in my opinion, I think we do become ranked top 25 if we get this W, because we'll be 4-0 on the season, dominating in our first 3 games. I wouldn't say dominating like as you usually expect, but very established identities have inferred some sort of dominance. And in every aspect of each of the 3 games, we have dominated in terms of quarters, right? Like, I would say that our second quarter and our fourth quarter of the Texas State game, pure domination from ASU. Our first 3 quarters against Mississippi State, pure domination. In all 4 quarters of Wyoming, pure domination. So we can't be wishy-washy right now, right? Like we gotta play 4 quarters of football against Texas Tech, right? Like these Red Raiders teams, like it's the same conversation every year. You can never devalue how good they are, or else they will punch you in the mouth. They will get you off your balance, and it'll be hard to recover. And yeah, I feel great just knowing that we have a bye week after this game, but I would feel more great if we have a bye week after a 4-0 record and we get everything established, a foundation set, get the guys bought in mentally, our mental toughness improves, and we go into Kansas, hosting Kansas, and we already know you can't put us as underdogs because we have all this momentum. It's us versus us. So, look, in the presser yesterday, Kenny Dillingham mentioned that there were 50 missed assignments on the game against Texas State, which is pretty extraordinary to me. It's like, I guess missed assignments are just missed tackles or blown coverages or lack of blocking. I get it. It happens. But we're getting healthy now. And we got our star player on defense back. He's going to remind every single one of you, every Sun Devil, who he is. Because in my opinion, Prince Dorbah is at least a 3rd-round prospect. I mean, we got to see some tape from this year, but from what I saw last year, yeah, I would take him in the 3rd round if I was an NFL GM. So that just instills a lot of confidence for me and just how I project this front seven will play. I do feel very good knowing that Texas Tech is a running team. We will have to stop their running game, and if we do, then they have to prove to us that they're multidimensional. So that's their duty, like that's their obligation to achieve. And for us, like we've put it all on film, so now it's like, okay, we need to stay consistent. So at this point, I really do love our team right now. I love our energy. I love pretty much the coaching. I love how our players are bought in, and I can't wait to see how we do in Lubbock. And yeah, Coach Kenny Dillingham did mention that they have a really talented offensive coordinator who was previously at Western Kentucky and then was playing D1 AA and putting up a lot of points. So that kind of recognition can't go unforeseen. Like if Coach Kenny Dillingham respects you, you're a great coach. So we'll definitely see a lot of unique looks from this Red Raiders team. They're going to put Tahj Brooks in positions to succeed. We'll definitely get to know some more names like Jalen Conyers, right? Listen, guys, this is a Jalen Conyers revenge game. This tight end was on ASU. I think it was for 3 years or maybe 2, but he was a bona fide Sun Devil last year. He helped us so much. And through our lack of production last year, obviously, he went into the transfer portal for new opportunities, get some film out there for the NFL, but we're either going to make this his revenge game or we're going to prove to him that he should have never left. All right, so Cayman Mateer, Marqueston Douglas, and Cameron Sample or Cameron Harpole, I cannot wait to see what you guys got. But thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait for this Texas Tech game on FS1. Let's go, guys. Forks up.